Hey guys, it's Coily Diaries back with another video. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, click that notification bell, share this video, like this video, and to my returning subscribers, you know I love you guys. In this video, I am coming clean about what has been going on the last 2 months. I have not used leave-in conditioners for a whole 2 months. Yes, 8 weeks. No leave-in conditioner whatsoever in my hair, and I'm here to talk about why I did it and how my hair is doing. So if you're interested, keep watching. All right, so a lot of you guys come up on this channel and say, you know, we love that you give us options how to take care of our hair, and also just the fact that, you know, your approach is pretty minimalistic. And I love to have a really simple routine, a routine that's functional. And I mean, I've been a natural for so many years, and it's taken me so long, so much experience to finally think and say to myself, look, I actually don't need a million products in my routine in order to have healthy, thick, healthy, long hair that retains its length and that thrives. So I decided to experiment, right? If you've been with me on this journey for a while, you know that this year I discovered glycerin, and I have not looked back when it comes to moisturizing my hair. So I decided, why not experiment and just use glycerin as the leave-in and see how my hair does, how my hair feels, what problems I encounter, etc. So what I did to start this mini challenge of mine is that I washed my hair with a shampoo as usual, deep conditioned and all that. However, when it came to moisturizing, the moisturizing step, I simply used my humectant rich water. What I did after using the humectant rich water, which obviously contains spring water or distilled water and glycerin, I then went ahead to seal my hair with my favorite, you guys know, castor oil. Okay, that's it. And that's pretty much all I was doing for 2 months. Yes, an entire 8 weeks. Normally I would have a leave-in conditioner in there, but this time I decided to eliminate it just to see how my hair would behave. So you guys know I've posted a lot of moisturizing videos on this channel. I mean, yeah, look around. If you're new, look around. But I'll put a link to my moisturizing routine up here, and I'll also put a link to a video, one of the first videos I did about glycerin that pretty much went viral, and you guys really loved it. And I get a lot of comments, look, this worked for me, better get on top of it. So yeah, normally that's the routine that I do. So it's pretty much humectant rich water, leave-in conditioner, and then the sealant. But this time I just used the humectant rich water and went ahead to seal with castor oil. Guys, let me tell you, this stuff here, and this is my glycerin, my distilled water and my glycerin. This stuff is a game changer. In the 2 months that I was not using leave-in conditioners, my hair felt just as soft, just as hydrated, just as supple, just as beautiful, just as manageable as it usually does when I use leave-in conditioners. Don't get me wrong, this is not a video to tell you to stop using leave-in conditioners, okay? I know a few naturals actually out here that don't use many conditioners, and a good example is indigenous strands. She pretty much uses just aloe and oils, castor oil I think, and just seals her ends with flaxseed gel. So I'm not the first one to try and do this. It works. Leave-in conditioners are great. I love what leave-in conditioners do for our hair. They add softness, they add, you know, manageability to the hair. You know, a lot of them have a nice scent, so that's nice. So for that reason, I use leave-in conditioners in my routine. However, if you're somebody that really wants to keep it minimalistic, okay, and you're, you know, thinking, or do I actually use leave-in conditioners? And I know there's some people that are unwell, or they're struggling with some issues health-wise, and they can't use too many chemicals. This might be an option for you. If you want to stay away from the chemicals and you just want to go just oils and you know, just your water, really keep it minimalistic, this can work. There's absolutely nothing to report with regards to disadvantages with my hair. This is my hair as we speak. There is no leave-in conditioner in here for the last 2 months, and I know you can't touch softness, I know you can't see softness, but my hair feels beautiful, my hair feels soft, my hair is manageable, my hair is as beautiful as always. The only downside that I probably say, and one thing that I missed about leave-in conditioners, is the added scent. Okay, the added scent, and maybe it took a little bit longer for my hair to feel the way I like it to feel. How do I explain this? After I wash my hair and like moisturize my hair, usually it's not as soft or as manageable as I like it to be. It usually takes about a week to 2 weeks for me to start feeling like, okay, I like how my hair is feeling. So I think just not having those conditioners or a leave-in conditioner did delay that feeling for me. However, I know that the hair was moisturized. My hair is not dry at all. At all. In my experience, I've been able to moisturize my hair effectively with simply glycerin and water and an oil, of course, to seal the hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried this, or if you actually use just glycerin or whatever humectant and an oil, if you are somebody that does not use leave-in conditioners. I just wanted to point out that there have been some naturals that have come out and said that eliminating conditioners, particularly leave-in conditioners, from their routine was not the best decision, and it did affect their hair. This is not a video in relation to anything like that at all. It was just a little experiment that I wanted to do, pretty much to highlight the effectiveness of glycerin more than anything. However, guys, like I said, this was just a 2-month-old experiment. I do not have any evidence for how this would work for long term, you know, if you did this on a regular. However, there is evidence that some people do have routines that don't contain leave-in conditioners. There are other races, other hair types, you know, people with other hair types different from ours that do not use leave-in conditioners, and they seem to be okay. So eliminating leave-in conditioners from your routine will really have to be something that you research very well. So do your due diligence, make sure that you know what you're doing, you know why you're doing it, and how it will affect your hair, particularly if you use heat or you are really quite heavy on manipulation, for example, in your routine. Leave-in conditioners might actually be a non-negotiable for you. However, guys, like I said, it's pretty much me testing out glycerin on its own more than anything. All right. This is not a video to tell you to stop using leave-in conditioners. It's just sharing with you guys an experiment, a little challenge that I did that worked. Yeah, do what you may with this information. I'm just sharing what has happened in my case. I believe leave-in conditioners are great for the hair. I believe they have a place in hair care. I believe they're important, especially for us with dry, kinky, naturally dry hair. So definitely use your leave-in conditioner. However, if for any reason you're questioning whether or not you want to, or continue, or you want to stop using leave-in conditioners, I recommend glycerin and water 100%, 100%. I think this experiment just goes to show that we don't need a lot to look after our hair. Really, we can really keep it really just minimal, and our hair can thrive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, it's Quality Diaries. Bye.